I dare you to say it on camera.
I will say it.
Okay, say it on camera.
Mrs. Mitchell is a danger.
Okay, let me get from
Yeah,
my...
because I'm looking for
Right, okay. No, that's okay, that's okay. Now, tell us the story from about the stolen check. Look, you're not looking bad. No, you're not looking bad. Now, because I got a close-up, all right? Well, all right. Now, Mabel, tell us your name, where you live at, and tell us, no, just tell me your name, your phone number, and what you observed about the stolen check of Mr. Saxton and the whole scenario with the district attorney and everything.
My name is May Keys, or I was approached by Mrs. Mitchell. I was on my way to the library on Merrick Road, and she said, I want to take a walk with you. And as we came back and returned to my mother's place here,
Right.
she showed me a check and said, this is James check, Saxton's check. I'm going to cash it because he didn't earn it. And as far as I'm concerned, that's what happened.
She stole a check from the mailroom downstairs,
Right?
went and took the check and cashed the check, said she was going to cash the check.
He said she would go cash it.
Right.
Because he wasn't going to get it.
Because he wasn't going to get it because he didn't earn it.
Right.
That's the, and right. And what about, what happened after that? Because you told him that she had stole, that
I informed him, yes.
you
Because
informed
she
him.
threatened me. That's the
Right.
reason why I told him.
Right.
Other than that, I would have never told him.
Right. And you told him, and then he went to the DA.
He tried to get help.
Right. And then he also wanted you and Miss Williams to accompany him to court something, right?
He asked me for an affidavit or whatever my recollection was
Mm-hmm.
of what happened.
Right.
I told him the same thing I'm saying to you.
Right.
I did see the woman with the check, with the man's name on it, but...
And it was a New York City housing check
From the little work he done.
from the work he did with Miss Canty
He
downstairs.
looked for that check for a long time.
And that's the man that came up dead days before he was supposed to be with the DA at criminal court.
Exactly.
I think everybody's got that. Now, you had mentioned something else before we started, that Mitchell is a danger. Yeah, tell.
She is a danger to all the vulnerable elderly people here, and she's forever threatening people. Ever, because I have a case against her myself. I have a document of her threatening me. That's it.
Because
got
Miss
a bad
Barlow's
habit.
seen her with a hammer coming looking for me, and downstairs I got her on tape saying she came after me with a golf club because of the thing with her getting fired. And NYCH, remember you had told this to the investigator Victoria Cruz about the stolen check of Mr. Saxton?
Of course.
And on my telephone in my house.
Exactly.
And she never called you for you to be deposed and for you to tell it or anything. And I believe personally it was an attempt to cover up that crime for Mitchell.
Probably.
Because it's so big, it would have brought in the feds.
They still should be on this. It is a federal defense. Anytime you go in mail and steal somebody's mail, and no matter what it might be, but this was a real check. City check belonging to Mrs. Saxton. And she pursued it, she stole it, and she cashed it. And whatever else happened, I cannot say. I can only go by what was said to me.
And the man did come up dead days before he's supposed to go to criminal court for her to be indicted.
Exactly.
And NYCH don't want to have anything to do with it.
No.
They never called you back after you told them that the investigator never... Victoria Cruz is fired out here.
Wonderful. They all need to be fired because they are no good. From top to bottom. They're no good. None of them. Because they don't respond to things that are important and that need urgently attention. They don't do it. Simple as that.
Thank you, Mabel. I'm going to go downstairs and get me some Chinese food, baby. All right, Mommy. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you.
All right.
I don't know anything else but the truth. That's what I saw with my eyes.
That's it.
my eyes and sight.
That's why
I
we...
didn't ask for because I didn't know anything about it. I knew nothing of this. I wasn't interested in it because I don't listen to stuff like that.
And you know were you aware or witness to her abusing senior citizens, like yelling at them, abusing them, and that sort of thing?
Forever calling people stupid and using very profanity language.
That's exactly what Miss downstairs, Miss Harper said. Calling these old people stupid.
And using profanity language.
And using profanity against them. What about the yelling and the screaming?
Frightening them, abusive, or, out of character.
Abusive behavior, totally out of character.
The behavior is totally out of character. There's no reason for this woman to behave this way towards innocent, vulnerable people.
Mr. Commissioner, Mr. Chairman Tino Hernandez, you get that. Mr. Douglas Apple, you can't say you don't know about it. I contacted you. Judith Abruzzo of the Inspector General's office, you fired Victoria Cruz because she was part of the conspiracy that was trying to help Miss Green's daughter. Yeah, you know about that one.
Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. It's very bad. She embezzled the woman out of her money.
And went and bought the mink coats in that car.
Yeah, thank you.
and nobody want to believe it. I mean, they act like somebody's. Now I see why she calls everybody stupid. Because what she does is so outrageous. If you tell it to strangers, they probably never believe it. Unless there's collaboration by a bunch of people. And that's what I'm trying to get here.
Pull this with somebody with a little intelligence and some type of, common sense.
Common sense.
Common sense. That's all it is, common sense. You know when somebody beats you for one thing, you don't allow them to come back and take thousands of dollars and embezzle your money from your account, go and then let them sign where they can take control of your account. The woman is stealing the people's money. Honestly. Because they're allowing it. They're afraid of her. That's why.
And the nepotism that got her on that job of Tenant Patrol Supervisor by Isaac Perry is another thing that needs to be investigated. If she got fired from NYCH for cause, what is she doing still? It's almost like a Brown of FEMA that got fired for his incompetence in Louisiana, and he still got a consultant job making more money. That's bureaucratic, political nonsense. We need to take it to a judge.
This is Mr. Clark calling from the New York City Housing Authority. I have a message for Alta Grace regarding Mr. Philip Drice. If you can give me a call back as soon as possible, it's an urgent matter. Seems there's some kind of violation going on. I want to get to the bottom of it. Thanks. Have a nice day. Well, I told you not to call you again.
Thursday, 11:29 a.m.
Hello, this is a message from Miss Alta Grace Drice. It's important that you give us a call at the management office at Baisley Houses. We would prefer that you don't let Mr. Philip Drice call us because we have some problems regarding him. We need, if you have another relative that speaks English and can translate for you, to contact